We think too much and feel too little.
Gus German here wants to adopt the country. Oblige him.
Nobody puts baby in a corner.
What'd they put in your kibble this morning?
Yo, Adrian, let me rock you.
Why do you suppose I just hurled a chair at your head, Neiman?
Why so serious?
This is the guy behind the guy behind the guy.
We've got her. It's Life with Katie on the Al Travis Show. Love catching up with Katie. What's going on? Katie, I did see on, I don't know, one of your media posts. I don't know, maybe it was Facebook. I don't go on many of them, but you were at a candlelight visual. Was that a Charlie Kirk deal?
It was last night in Eden Prairie, and it was lovely.
What are your thoughts a week later? We talked about it last week, but it was pretty new. You haven't heard. I went out after work. Work went well, and I texted my wife, said, I'm going to be in the garage having a cigar, going to catch up, and I got on X. And I started seeing, and I presume it's because I watched one that the algorithm did its thing. Mm-hmm. That is one after the next, and hundreds of these people dancing on Kirk's grave, if you will, singing and making up songs and laughing and all this. It got to a point, it hurt my heart. I don't want to be like a woman on this, but I felt horrible inside that there are people that are that, terrible. It's the only word they go.
Devoid of human
emotion.
Yeah. Yes. I felt
what are your thoughts on those folks? And again, I get caught because I'm a big First Amendment guy. You have a right to say whatever you want. But folks are now going on video saying, I just lost my job as X and I lost my job because I said the thing. And I'm like, yeah, that'll happen. I guess I use if my dentist, the receptionist for my dentist had put one of those out, right? And she said something mean and nasty, I would probably look at getting a new dentist. I don't want to go in there. I don't want to be next. I don't want to stand up to the lady and say, so I can see a dentist, guys owns up, and say, sorry, you're the front face of my office.
Right.
Other than, so I see both sides. I guess I'm just not sure exactly where I want to end on this. What are your thoughts?
Well, I think it's complex, and I don't think, to your point, I don't think it's all sizes fit all people, because here's the deal. I'm 100% with you. If my dentist or his receptionist or her receptionist said that, I'd be like, that's also where we have free will. And we can go, you know what? I choose not to have you be my dentist anymore. So as the dentist, you're hurting my business. Therefore, I can no longer have you work for me. And bye-bye. I totally think that's within the discretion of the person who owns a business. And part of me said, because they're impacting your business. And then part of me too, like you see where doctors and different, it's like, no, wait a minute. You're supposed to be saving lives. If somebody came in and they had a MAGA shirt on, or take it the other way, they had a Bernie Sanders shirt on, and you're like, I cannot stand Bernie Sanders, which by the way, I can't stand Bernie Sanders. I would not, if you have to worry about whether or not a doctor is going to treat you based on your not even political beliefs, but you can take it, you can
humanities belief.
You know what, my favorite band is REO Speedwagon. Really, I think they suck. Oops, excuse me. I think they're horrible. Really, where does it end? No, you know what? You need to, your personal beliefs really need to stop when you hit the door of your workplace, unless you work at a place like, I'm lucky enough to work at a Christian company where we've all talked about it, and happily we're all on the same page. That is awful. And we're, as a Christian company, we can say our beliefs without having to worry about being.
But isn't it you and I and our generation that screwed this whole thing up? We invented the internet because it's going to do all these wonderful things. You got the phone in your pocket. You can get all the knowledge of the world, yada, yada. But we never took the time to say, what's the other side of that? The other side is child pornography is off the charts on the internet. The pornography is off the charts on the internet. We have, suicide rates are up because people bully each other on an internet. And now we have these, and I believe this wholeheartedly, we had nut jobs before. The guy who shot Charlie, we had them before, but they didn't have the means to find 2,000 other people across the country to say, oh, you're right, Johnny, you're right, he's the worst. And they feed on each other. We never took a look at the negative side of what we invented. And now there's a whole group of people with weird color hair going on, and I lost my job just because I thought he needed to die. Like, they don't even have any clue that it's freedom of speech. Yeah, you said it. No one shot you, but guess what? You're unemployed.
And guess what else is freedom of speech? You're fired. And it's like, I've seen where people go, God, there's a million memes about, you thought it was okay why is it okay to laugh when somebody dies, and then that's free. You have that freedom of speech, but then
But Charlie Kirk didn't have the freedom to say what he wanted to say.
Yes, thank you. I got lost in my own train. But here's the other part where it's like, oh my gosh, you people. I think it's pretty clear that we didn't invent the internet. If memory serves, Al Gore did. So don't you feel like we could put this whole thing at Al Gore's feet?
Well, yeah, I guess my point is you and I have raised our kids. Your kids, I don't know if yours or mine do a heck of a lot more than I do. You have a feeling. Whatever that feeling is, why are you racing to your crappy bathroom or your car to shoot a meme of yourself telling the world whatever that feeling is? It's like, I don't even think about that. I don't remember the last time I thought, well, I hope the world knows I feel bad about, what am I missing?
Everybody cares about, it's a real interesting world where, I watched a thing the other day too, where this person walked up to where these very nice people had a tent set up, kind of like Charlie did, and they were handing out something, and they came with, it looked like V8 juice or something, and he just started pouring it all over, and they just kept going, "What are you doing? Would you please stop?" "No, I'm not going to stop." And it's like, you know what? Where do you get off thinking that your viewpoint is more important than ours, or your freedoms are more important than ours? If you've got the freedom to do that, well, then we've got the freedom to sit here. But at what point do you go, I'm not going to sit here. I'm going to punch you in the face and tell you to get off, leave me alone. Well, no, because we're law-abiding people, and we don't, and that's not what we do. Well, you know what? Somebody at the thing last night had a shirt on, something about lions versus sheep. And it's like, okay, at what point do you just sit and take it? And at what point do you go, you know what? I'm not taking it anymore. And I think that's kind of where we're at, which is where you see all the Turning Point shirts. People are just saying, I mean, that is ridiculous that we're not going to stop people and arrest. If we stop people and they've got, we're going to just let that go. Where does it end? Well, you decide you can do whatever you want unless you, what?
See, that's back to where we raised these people. We're doing this to ourselves. And I say you and I don't think.
Correct. Oh no.
When your kid wouldn't listen to you as a small child, and if you didn't correct that situation, he's not going to listen to you and say, "Don't touch the top of the stove," because the kid isn't listening to you. He's got, you do that. If you're going to tell people, "Don't worry about it. You just got some cocaine in your car, but it's a battery's out. You got a light out. We're not going to do anything." You teach them the next step. Great. You get to go to the next thing. Is carjacking that big a deal? Not if Aaron Moriarty's or Mary Moriarty's around. Not that big a deal. You will get to the point where everything is okay, and I think we're there. And that's on our generation.
I would 100% agree that's where we're at. And it doesn't, but it's not where you and I are at, because that's not how we raised our kids. And it's not how, so I also take issue with saying we, because I've got friends and the stuff they talk about that their kids do, it's like, oh my word. And I've got kids on both sides of the Charlie Kirk thing. Not that, physically. So I said, well, what is your take on it? And I had oh my God, it's horrible. I don't know what people are, blah, 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 blah. And then I had it's never okay to kill somebody. Yeah.
And that's the bare minimum. See, yeah.
I'm taking it. And what happened to him was horrible. Yeah. I'm very much against what happened to him. That said, I don't agree with anything he said. Okay, you don't have to agree with what he said.
Exactly.
I'm just checking to see where you're at. And I'm like, I raised two good humans.
Yeah, I love that. That is a great trick. Exactly. Yeah. I don't think any of us are yelling whether you agreed or disagree with Charlie. It's what are you okay with if you don't? And the idea that, okay, I'm against that. I love it. We got to go to break because I think I found a story about your ex. I've never met him, but I'm going to tell the story and see if you relate. Can we do that after this? I'm very excited about this.
I'm on the edge of my seat.
We're back after this.
You need a friend at the Capitol who knows how to get things done.
And you're in luck, because that's exactly who we are, your friends at the Capitol, and we deliver results.
At Momentum Advocacy, we bring decades of experience in lobbying, public affairs, and crisis communications.
From local nonprofits to national corporations, we help you move policy, manage your media, and make your voice heard.
We're not just seasoned pros, we're essential partners.
Momentum Advocacy, your friends at the Capitol. Learn more at momentum-advocacy.com.
If it's your turn to host a game, Grandpa's Barbecue suggests you try something different. Put out the perfect barbecue flavor of Grandpa's Barbecue. Add it to your ribs, dip the meatballs, or drench your wings in the original flavor of Grandpa's Barbecue. It isn't too hot or spicy, fruity or smoky or whatever. Grandpa's Barbecue. Available in select stores and online at grandpasbarbecueshop.com.
Are you kidding me?
You know that comment you said to the radio? The thing that we got wrong?
Clearly, Brussels sprouts are the worst vegetable.
Call us and let the world know your thoughts. 855-257-7469. That's 855-ALS-SHOW.
We've got her, Katie, on the program, Life with Katie. And I mentioned this. I've never met your husband. I have no clue who he is, but this is the sort of thing I see that could end a relationship. It's one of those, am I in the wrong thing? Some gal writes in. Said that on her anniversary, she's 31. She said, I spent weeks to buy my husband a perfect gift, a smart watch that he had been eyeing. She saved up money to get it, wrapped it nicely, cooked his favorite meal, and set up candles. Her husband gave her a $100 gift card to his favorite gaming store, saying, as he laughed, we both can use it since you love to watch me play all the time. She got upset. It's on our anniversary. My gift is literally something for him. She left and went and spent the night at her sister's. I have a hard time with this one, Katie. It's hard for guys. I don't think I've ever done anything quite that terrible. But my wife will buy a gift for somebody 6 months before their birthday. She'll see it. Oh, they love this, and she gets it, puts it away, and saves it. I believe Target was invented for guys like me who like, oh yeah, that's right. It's got to be a nice enough gift to go run to Target to get something the day before. It's just the way we're hardwired. Now, you can watch me play video games. It's kind of tough. Remind you of anybody you know?
Well,
Is it divorce material?
No, what it reminds me of is I have dated 2 different people that I can think of that hated my smartwatch. So why did she get him? Did he want a smartwatch? Or
He wanted a smartwatch, and so she waited to get it. Yeah.
Okay.
So, why would anybody hate your smartwatch? Who gives a crap?
Because I finally have gotten it. Ooh, I only have 8% battery left. Oh dear. I used to have my email notifications on. So all hours of the day and night it would go off beep.
Yeah.
And then it's like Pavlov too. When it goes off, I can't help
Gotta look. Yeah.
what it is.
Oh, a little distracting, Katie. Yeah.
We're watching a movie.
Eye contact.
Do you need to check that right now? And and then I would catch myself sitting and reading an email, or I'll get a Slack from somebody from work, and it's like, ooh, okay, just 1 second. It's 10 o'clock at night. You really need to.
I think they have a point there. I turn my notification on my watch off. It's on my phone. I turn the phone off when I don't want to be disturbed, so I don't have it.
Well, and see what might be, and here's where it's like, where's my responsibility and everything. Remember on Valentine's Day, I thought it was a big deal. I went and got my old watch and had a battery put in, and I took off my smartwatch and I wore my old watch for Valentine's Day, and I'm like, look, I don't have my watch.
See, that's the weird crap you girls think of. That's really nice.
Yeah.
Did he notice it?
I will not get sidetracked. My phone's not going to go off. There's nothing.
Oh, that's so nice. And right. And when he gets you a $100 gift card to his favorite gaming store, it's divorce material. I really believe that. You can watch me. You watch me play my game.
I have to believe, unless it was our first anniversary and they only went out for a couple of weeks, she knew what she was getting.
Let me ask, this is way personal. Have you ever had a guy that was good at this, that knew the right thing and put the time into it? I'm serious. I think it's a genetic defect in guys. I seriously do. We invented the calendar on your phone to remind us when birthdays are coming up. It was invented for men.
The only person that ever has gotten me gifts, I feel like, for different occasions is my ex-husband. And
were they good? I mean, was it thought out, and was it something you remember say, oh, that was the greatest gift I ever got?
Yeah, he was pretty good at it. Although I think he would get stuff. He was over the top on everything he did, like over the top. So he got me one of those really fancy 1-year mixers. What are they? Right, the KitchenAid.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, okay.
Goes up and down. And then on top of that, he also got me a Cuisinart. And then on top of that, so it's like, what am I?
Get yourself in the kitchen, young lady. That's what I heard.
And I do remember 1 year where the only thing I was in really, really good shape, and there were pairs. This sounds crazy, but it was years ago. They were like red leather, or were they black leather pants? I wanted really bad, and I actually put them on the refrigerator. And I'm like, "This is all I want for Christmas." And we had a trip. I sound really spoiled. We had a trip that was planned, and for Christmas, he brought this suitcase. He got me this suitcase that was this, like, you could fit 3 people in, and I'm like, my leather pants better be inside this suitcase. And it's like, okay, all I wanted was one thing. There was just one thing. I don't remember like asking for stuff typically. Like, I want exactly this thing. And all I want, and he got me. And what got me was practical. It was cool because we were going on a really nice vacation with the kids. So really
practical.
And again, first world problems. You guys had money to go and buy him a watch, I
wish my wife would literally post what she wanted. Because when it comes to clothes, I don't think I've ever bought one thing that was the right style or the right size or the right. and it's always, I keep the receipt, and we're going back and getting it fixed. And I really wish you would just do this, go here, because then you got what you wanted, and we're all old enough, the surprise of Christmas is gone. I tell you, here, these are the golf balls I use. Don't just buy me golf balls. These are the golf balls I use. And if you get them for me, I'm perfectly happy. I just wish it was that easy, but it's not. Now, this guy was a knothead, but anyway.
Right. Well, and my big thing now is we can all buy pretty much whatever we want. I don't need somebody to buy me a. So you know what? Let's do it. We've talked about this before. I like experiences. You know what? Let's go on a trip. Let's go to a movie. Let's go out for dinner. Let's do something that we actually remember and is meaningful. And I can't do it all by myself because if I'm not with you, it just doesn't matter. So let's do something where we can spend time together. I don't want anything.
You're a walking Hallmark movie, for God's sake.
But at the end of the day, that's what I would much rather have dinner out and dancing or something.
Those red leather pants. Did you ever get your red leather pants? Did you ever get a pair?
I got a red leather pants.
You would know if you had red leather pants. You would know that if you
got a pair of red leather pants. I did get black ones.
We're out of time. Got to fly. Love having you on, Katie. Thanks for being here. Always a pleasure.
You bet.
It's Life with Katie on the Al Travis Show.